Everybody, this is Crypto Rich working with you to get rich with crypto. This video is being recorded on Wednesday, the 7th of March at about 9 a.m. in the morning UTC time. I have the privilege of interviewing two people from SmartO. Before I tell you a bit more about SmartO, let me tell you this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Don't invest any more than you're willing to lose. And this is a sponsored video, so it's even more important for you to do your own due diligence. And all I'm doing is giving you my opinion and sharing with you what I'm learning as I travel along on the blockchain. So I'm with Sam Abramov. Sam, would you like to wave? Sam,
sure.
That's Sam. Sam has glasses. And then Ildar, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Ildar. I so apologize. Right? Ildar is the founder of SmartO. Ildar, do you want to say your full name?
My full name is Ildar Mukhametzhanov, and the one remark, I'm not a founder, I'm a CTO, I'm technical specialist, and I'm developing I'm synchronizing architecture and all IT stuff in this project.
Yeah,
I'm not a founder.
And he's also our visionary.
You're the visionary.
Because the idea was mine.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you both for making yourselves available. All the way. You guys are in Moscow, yes?
Not Moscow, but not far from Moscow. It's a city in Nizhny Novgorod.
Okay. No problem. You're in Russia, and I'm not in London. I'm not far from London. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also say that we are in the suburbs of Moscow, just some 500 kilometers away.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I think in Russia's so big, 500 kilometers is nothing.
Yeah. Just
okay. All right. Well, let me see. Let's start with a little bit about your background, where it's relevant and professional to the SmartO ICO.
Mm-hmm.
Either of you, both of you.
About my background, I graduated State University named after Lobachevsky. It's one of the biggest and one of the best universities in the world. It's in first 50 universities in the world.
Right.
Yes. My graduated work was dedicated to expert systems. Expert system is a mathematical algorithms finding extremum and the multi-criterion calculations. So that's the base for our optimize. It will be base for our SmartO optimizing core.
Okay. Now, just
yes.
Ildar, forgive me. I didn't say this beforehand. I may interrupt you because you may say something that I want to expand on, and I'm not technical, you know, but there's something I want to make sure that people understand, because there are people who will be listening, looking at this, who are not technical either. So an expert system is something like not this, then that. Like, you know, there's options like go this way, and then if that condition is met, then that way, then that condition is met, and then that way. And you program it. That's how I understand it.
Okay, I will try to be not to give you such technical details.
No, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, and
what you said was fine.
Explanation in layman's terms, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I've been working from 2009 years when I graduated university. I worked in a huge amount of different projects. For example, I worked in a global banking customer relationship system for Deutsche Bank.
Yeah.
It was very interesting project where there was a lot of interesting people there. I worked in Moscow, in London also. We implemented our big system. After that, I worked in communication system, in communication company. we wrote big billing system for communication operators. So was two very interesting project. We went to different countries like Bangladesh, USA, Belarus. Where was very interesting experience. But I'm always looking for something new. It is very interesting to create something new, from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here.
Okay, all right, very good. And do you want to tell us, Sam? Do you want to introduce yourself, seeing as you're here as well, and your role?
Sure. Well, basically, I'm here just as Ildar's wingman, so like to help him in explaining, trying to make the stuff more appealing to you, or our investors. But
Right.
basically, I am a CCO at SmartO. I don't deal with technical stuff, so like if you show me the code, well, it means the same, I think, to you as it means to me.
Yes, it's all Russian.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am a graduate of Nizhny Novgorod Linguistic University.
Yeah.
So I'm its alumni. I deal in the English language. I am an interpreter, translator. In SmartO, mostly I provide interaction between our partners, our different investors. I talk a lot with YouTubers, with publishers, so I try to make our presence in the social media, on the internet, as big as we possibly can and we can afford. And well, I try to do my best.
Great. All right, very good, very good. All right. Can you please explain to us what the... Actually, before I say something, so viewers, just so you know that Sam contacted me. I had a look at it, and I've said this to them. I don't believe this application. It sounds too good to be true, right? But let me qualify that. My father is in his 80s, and I manage his bank account. And he will say to me, go to this part of London where his branch is and get me a new checkbook. And I say, well, I won't do that. I will just order it on the internet and open up my computer. And he doesn't believe that that's possible. What? You can do that on a computer, right? I mean, just look, we are talking from the UK to Russia live as we're recording this, right? 10, 20, 30 years ago, it wasn't possible. Who would have known it? Yeah. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that I don't believe it's possible, but what the SmartO application offers is something that is so, I suppose, revolutionary. I cannot get my head around it. So please explain how it works and how this will be a breakthrough in how humans organize themselves.
Okay. The main idea is people. Some people can be organized. Some people won't be organized.
Yes, my wife is organized. I'm not.
Yes. There are creative persons. There are functioning persons. Of course, it's impossible to organize creative person, but for others, we will try our best.
Yes.
The main goal is that people should fulfill his tasks or his willings in formalized way. So he just said it. I want to do. I want to buy. I want to go. I want to meet somebody. Just clarify for system what exactly should I do in formalized way. And then we have a huge amount of different tasks from other people. And we always calculate and find out how people will make everything that they want to do faster and simpler. And find algorithm go there, do there, meet Ivan or Sam, and you will do everything. It's not too complicated as you can see from the book. It's mathematics.
Okay. Well, let me give you an example then of things that I need to do. I tomorrow am traveling to London for a few days. I got to get a train ticket. I have to book a plumber for my sister's flat in London. There's probably packing I need to do to be away for a few days. I've got to, we got to get the food into the house and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how would the SmartO app help me with all that?
SmartO will calculate the weight of your task. Weight means in multi-criterion tasks is a number which is corresponding its waste of time or resources for that task. So if you put that you must buy products, SmartO will know where to buy it. Of course, just connecting to services, to partners with like Amazon or another services in your region, and find out how much time does it take to go from your position to this marketplace.
Right.
Yes. Second task, to buy something else or to meet something, we will calculate the weight. How much time does it take to go there? And now we have a list of tasks with weight for every task. Just find the simplest one. Is the first one. Second, and so on. So, and SmartO will go, hey, you just go to this shop, when you will go to another place, and then to other place, and your task will be done faster. That's it.
Okay, and then how does it work out this information? Because does it integrate with Google and say the UK, the British Rail Service, or cost comparison websites in the UK?
It's no problem. Check Google API.
Right.
Application Programming Interface. Every big services have their APIs. You can just connect to it and get required data, or push your data there and get answer. So we won't do everything by ourselves. We just will integrate with external services. We will choose the best services and integrate them.
Okay, but
of course we won't write a new map. It's unreal.
Sure.
We just connect to Google Maps and take information from there.
Okay, but there are so many services, and my life seems so complicated, because I just remembered, as well as doing these things, I've got appointments to record interviews, I've got emails to reply to from my channel, personal emails to reply to, I've got some tickets, airline tickets I need to buy. I mean, what I actually need is a personal assistant. That's what I actually need.
Of course, we can't do everything in one moment. We will do step by step.
Right.
For example, we will ask focus groups to prioritize what they want to have at first. For example, people say, I want to have maps, I want to have ticket integration system, I want to this and so on.
Right.
And we will integrate step by step with one service, with another service, with third service, and after that we will have a huge amount of services and cover more human needs.
Okay, but how
I
will
also can add to that
Please,
that well, in our plans that by the time we have our pre-ICO started, we would have well, some kind of a working prototype of SmartO. So our investors, you, other people, well, of course, it's going to be rather basic, but I think it will help well, people understand that our app worth your money and our project worth investing into. Well, that's what
Okay.
I'd like to add to.
Yeah, no, that will make a big difference. So will it be a public beta?
No, public data. What do you mean? Yes, it was public beta version. Yes,
public beta version
with simple functionality because we are investing it by ourselves, and we cannot get 100 programmers, 100 developers.
Sure.
Yes, it will be basic version to demonstrate that we can do it. We know how to do it.
Yeah, and that we have like a sound project, and it can grow. It's a scalable one. Well, it's user friendly, and so on and so forth.
Right. Okay.
It will be first version on Android platform. iOS version will be a little bit later because we must
concentrate on yes, in one field first.
Make our API perfect.
Okay.
API, I mean, between mobile application and backend. We will make our API, and using this API, the same API will be used in iOS for iOS app.
Yes, when the EOS platform goes live some point later
EOS
this
platform.
year. Okay, which will be faster transactions and no transaction fees. All right. Now, what is the launch date for the prototype? Do you have a launch date?
Well, it's going to be around the start of our pre-ICO, so it's going to be around April the 6th.
Okay, do let me know. Do let me know. I would like to have a look at this. All right. Now, one other question I have is, well, how will you localize all this? Because the services that people need in Moscow are going to be very different to the. Okay, some like Google and Amazon are universal, but other services like the railway service in Moscow is going to be very different to the one in London. So, how will all these the APIs get created and integrated?
The server will be designed as a plug-in manager. The architecture will allow flexibly to add some connections.
Okay.
And maybe we will work with retailer, which, for example, which covers all. We have examples where some retailer covers all region, for example, for products.
Right. Okay.
It's a big. I understand. I agree with you. It's a very big job to.
Yes.
To fulfill
everything, but
yeah, we plan to do it step by step.
Right. Okay. And I mean, one thing I thought is it might be easier if there's a facility for the user to integrate with local services. So, in New Delhi, they can integrate with the metro system in New Delhi, and the person in Moscow can just add on the Moscow metro system, and in London, they can add on the London Underground, or the metro system in London. They can do it themselves. Is there going to be that flexibility, or will you be rolling it out organically?
No, I'm afraid that people won't do it by themselves. It will be done by support in current region.
Okay, but that support itself, can you consider that? Is it workable? Because otherwise, you're going to have a lot of work to do. You get all these emails from people all over the world, from Lagos and Rio de Janeiro and New York.
We have yes, it's a lot of work to do, but I think that We have experience with open map project. Maybe you heard it.
No.
When everybody will write the maps, and the map is quite bad quality. We just thinking about some statistical expertise.
Right.
For example, yes, if everybody say it's so, we believe it's so.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go. So you'll have the application in the prototype available around about April the 6th. Then my question is, and this app will be free?
Yes, app will be free, yes.
But okay, a lot of apps, I go on my Android, I go to Google Play Store, I download a free app. And if I want, I can upgrade to the paid version for a few dollars. Why do an ICO? Why not have the model where people just buy in?
We do an ICO because we need funds to develop it.
Right. Okay. And how have you been funding yourself so far?
We are working on 3 jobs, like me, for example.
Right.
And I got some money, and now I spend some money for this project. And spend time, not 100% time, but
okay.
Still.
And do you have funding? Any other funding? Is it like the team members that are funding it? Do you have any venture capitalists or big backers?
We have funding. But the funding is concerning marketing budget, marketing operations.
Okay.
Yes. By the way, there are 2 strategies of developing the project. The first strategy is to work like a hobby, to write it like a hobby.
Yeah.
I thought about this strategy, tried to do it, but I understood that it takes too much time to launch the project. If I write it some evenings. And the second strategy is to take ICO and to get started funds, and using these funds to create a team and to develop it rapidly.
Okay, all right. Well, let's look at the details of the ICO. And I'm not sure which page I have it on. I did have it open. Let's have a look. So it starts at the time of recording, 30 days. That's April the 9th. Is that right?
Yes.
April the 9th it starts. And you've got a Telegram group and Bitcoin Talk and Reddit and Facebook and Twitter. And there's videos here. I'm just scrolling down. Where is the information about the ICO? If I have missed it, please tell me. Let me see. Here we go. So, April the 6th, the pre-ICO, and that ends April the 15th. And then April the 26th, the main ICO, and that ends May the 7th, 11 days. The token is called an STO. It's an ERC20 token. Unsold tokens are burnt. It's going to be built on the Ethereum blockchain, but you can transfer it to another blockchain like Neo or EOS should the need arise. There's a minimum purchase of 10,000 tokens. Now, how many ETH is 10,000 tokens?
The start price will be, of course, it can be a little bit changed if Ethereum will change its price. It's about 12 million tokens for one Ethereum.
12 million tokens. That's a lot of tokens. That's a lot of tokens. Why are they so cheap?
It's stock price, and we believe that it will be. It's matter of numbers. We can buy 100 token with $1 a token. We we can sell 1 million token with the couple of cents.
Yeah, and we also plan that our tokens will work in our ecosystem, so people will actually use them, like advertisers, users, so they can transfer them. So we've decided, we've planned that such a number, like 12 billion tokens, will be enough, to make the system work.
Right. Okay. We'll come to it in a second. How the token works. Is it open to people from all over the world, or are any countries that are restricted?
Well, basically, yes, it is. We don't plan to implement KYC, so basically it's free to everyone and everyone can participate in it.
Okay, very good. All right. So the American viewers, you may be pleased that there are no restrictions currently for you participating in this ICO. And you have a soft cap of $1.575 million and a hard cap of $8.325 million. And I must say that I like that the soft cap and the hard cap are so low. I think that's there's a certain honesty about it. I think you're not asking.
We also think that there is a certain appeal that our soft cap and hard cap are rather realizable. So we've planned that soft cap is going to be enough to pay for the development of the app and some shoestring ad budget. But if we can raise more than our soft cap, we'll be able to make our social presence on the internet and the social media, but basically everywhere, much more recognizable. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And then 12 billion tokens will be issued. That's the total. And during the ICO, the standard price is 0.001 cent, so a tenth of a cent. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
And you're going to burn any tokens that aren't sold, so there'll be a limited supply, and people can pay with ETH. What else if they wanted to take part?
Basically, we also have a helper bot, and we plan to take all the major cryptocurrencies and some of the fiat ones.
Okay, and somebody can find out by clicking on the take part in the token sale button. So ETH, Bitcoin, I imagine Litecoin.
Yeah, the major ones. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Well, then tell me, what does this? Tell us a bit more about this application. Apart from organizing my life, how does it work? How do the tokens work within the application?
I don't know from what to begin. It's a platform. It's a place where people can exchange their experience based on tasks that they have. For example, if people write, I want to buy a TV. SmartO will take this information and to advertise TV developers or TV sellers, and for this advertising, user will get some reward in tokens. So it's a platform where which will help you and will help to achieve your goals and help to earn some money.
Okay. And would it work like this? Let's say, so I want to buy this television, and that's somehow I input that, or I saw this thing that my wife can send me an instruction, go buy a TV, right?
Yes. One of key features is that people can create tasks not only for themselves, but create tasks for trusted users. For example, husband say, I trust my wife, and wife can create tasks for their husband.
Right. Yes. Yes, that's going to happen anyway. Might as well do
This
it
is the
with it.
feature that I want. I want to meet because wife called me, hey, buy something, but I'm busy. I'm working. He interrupt me.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
going
and
to be
I'm
one
sure
of
you.
the first features that we are going to implement.
Yes, I'm sure your wife would want that feature as well. As long as you did as you were told, Ildar. As long as you do as you're told. Okay. So I get a message. I'm out and about. Go buy a television,
Yes,
and
go
then
buy milk.
yeah, and then an ad which is relevant to what the items on my list. So I might see an ad for a television or something, or go to this place or that place because I can get this television for that much and this television for that much. And then if I click
Yeah.
on the ad,
Mhm.
I get paid in tokens.
Yeah, and on top of that, yeah, so you get the lines. So when you click on the ad, and basically also, I want to say that all the ads in our system are going to be optional, so you won't have to look at them if you just install our app. And well, the benefit of looking at the apps, well, apart from that, they sometimes can be actually useful.
Right.
When you click it, you watch the app. Watch the app or just peruse the site, and you get the share of the advertiser's budget.
Okay.
So that's how we plan our app, and our project will basically monetize itself, and it will help us to scale because our app is going to be user-friendly and simple to use, and as the number of its users grow, it will introduce more advertisers into the system, and well, vice versa.
Okay, very good. All right, very good. Now, how are you going to get the advertisers on board?
We plan to add a lot of advertisers there due to the large user base. As the user base grows, I think all the business, the interested companies, I think they are incentivized to get a cut of this new market, so they would join the system. Well.
There will be another web interface for business, like Google AdWords. Their advertiser can log in and to set up his advertising. For example, select keywords which he want to be listed on. Add some funds to balance and start advertising company.
Yeah, that sort of way, and all this is going to be on blockchain. So that's why we will make it like automated. The transactions won't take like hours or like days or months to actually go through, and they should be basically they will cost nothing, both for the users, for the person who is transferring, and for the person who is receiving it.
Yes.
Right.
So logging on his website, advertiser will say that will define his wallet, and to use app he must use his CTO tokens.
Yes.
So he can buy it from market.
Yep.
And to take to transfer CTO to his account, and then us use advertising, and his balance will be used.
Okay. And do they pay any other fees for going on the app?
He will pay other fees. No. We're not planning to take any fees except real clicks of his advertising.
Yeah. Okay, and then so the TV advertiser uses the web portal. I want to advertise on your app. They buy the tokens from the exchange. Their service is now on the application. I click on their ad when it shows up because there's an item showing up. I need to buy a TV, and I then get paid in STO tokens, which they've purchased off the exchange, and that's the only charge they're paying. So then they can see, okay, they get real life feedback, and the whole thing is managed on the Ethereum smart contract.
Ethereum on first
stage.
First stage,
Ethereum,
yes,
but,
via smart contract.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, or something that is even faster, and it will give more opportunities to the users. And also, I might add, so when you so in that example that you've bought a TV using SmartO, we also plan to implement like this feature. So if you like the TV that you received, and you add a good review, like a positive and a reliable one, you also can be upvoted by other users, by the service providers, and it will also lead to a reward in STO tokens. Or some kind of discount from the goods provider or the service provider.
Okay. I mean, I've not seen the prototype. This app seems to do so much, and I have a concern that it might seem cluttered. That an unfriendly user experience. Now, having said that, there are two websites that I think are very, very easy to use and very, very deep and complex. One is Google. Incredible website. Very easy to use with all the world's information in there, right? And then the other one, I don't know if you know, the BBC News website. Very easy to use, very clear, with a lot of information. Good user experience. But how do I know that with SmartO, what's the user experience going to be like? Because you've got means of communication, it does this, it does that. It won't buy the TV for me, but it will tell me the best place to go, the easiest way to go, the best TV to buy.
As you saw before, we have a soft cap and hard cap.
Yeah.
Amount of functions which in white paper is a maximum which we potentially can make if we take hard cap or even more.
If we raise enough funds.
Yes, if we have less funds, we choose some functions which are popular and suspend some functions which is hard to implement and not so popular.
So we'll just introduce them later.
Yes, of course we understand when you see a lot of functions, you say, oh, it's a combine.
Yeah.
It's a huge machine. Yes, we understand it. It's a maximum. It's a maximum for if we got big amount of money.
Okay.
And in other words, that our SmartO is as an aggregator, so it's going to take the best from other famous service that you know and you use every day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, if let's say you raise $3 million in the ICO, so you've got the soft cap, not the hard cap. How will you carry on making money and raising funds to keep developing the application?
We thought about that, and we have a chart where we can where we say which money will go to marketing, which money will go to development, which money to go to some other infrastructure spending.
Firstly, most of the funds will go from our soft cap will go to development. A share of it is going to be spent on the team and on other things like advisors, ads, publishing campaigns, all that stuff. So, the more funds we get, the more we will be able to spend on the advertising. but also, the faster we'll be able to make SmartO, the app, as you've said, that with a lot of features, and that will do basically everything for you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the faster we can make this app work, the more users and advertisers we will have. So, and they will in turn fund our project. They will start funding our project.
How will they fund your project?
So the advertisers the advertisers will fund our project by buying ad space, by using SmartO.
Yeah.
Basically, and we will make our ecosystem work. Yeah, and it in turn will make the project work and get the resources, get the necessary funds.
Okay, and is it like that? If I click on the TV ad, I get paid in some of the tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Does the company get any portion of that?
No. Company will pay for clicking, and some of the payment will get by user.
Right. So
the rest of it will go to SmartO for development.
Okay, so that's what I need to know, because you need to have some sort of running costs.
We have to support infrastructure, servers, support development. It's
team growth.
Yes, huge amount of spending.
Okay, all right. Now I have some difficult, tough questions that I did warn you about, right? So there was an article a couple of weeks ago that said in the last year over 40% of ICOs either disappeared or went very, very quiet. They didn't fulfill. And I think there's two main reasons. One is some of them, like Confidio, were just outright frauds. They raised the money and ran away. Then there are others where the projects they've just gone quiet. Nobody knows what's happening. It's not being delivered on, right? And it could be because of incompetency or the challenge is too great. If I put any of my ETH into this, how can I be satisfied that one, you're not going to run off with all the ETH, or two, that you've got the skills and the experience and the knowledge to actually deliver the goods in time?
When we started to implement the project, we decided to use open source method of development. So you always can check GitHub and to check check the code. Maybe ask some experts to check is this real code or it's fake. So if somebody have any concerning about it, you can check our sources.
Sure. Okay, that's very good. And is any of the code proprietary, like copyrighted, belonging to you, closed?
We don't. We just discussing it.
Okay, because there's also, you have to protect your intellectual property as well.
Yes, it's a complicated question, and from one point, we want the community to help us, because it will be a good effect if community will help suggest something, maybe write some snippets, and of course there are some risks that our code will be copied or used by concurrents, but I think that potential advantage of this is more bigger than risks.
Right. Okay.
And I can also add to that, Rich, that we differ from some other ICOs, that we have a real IT project. Yeah, it's scalable. You can see it. We plan that it is going to hit the market soon. Well, at its prototype stage. Yes, Ildar has mentioned that you can look at our GitHub site and see if the code is bogus or it's like a real deal. Also, I can say that we deal with real things. We have real goals, and we are ready to forgo all of them step by step.
Yes.
And I think that our project is really appealing to investors and users alike, as it's going to be a user-friendly app with clear monetization.
Yes.
So those are like two pillars that we hope that will do.
Very good, very good. Okay, and then one of the things to your credit is when I was looking through this, is you do invite people to come into your offices in your city. So and the information's available.
Yeah, that's also one of the points. As you have our real address, and actually we've got one of our advisors this way. We have a blogger who is from Nizhny Novgorod, so he just came to our office. He was one of the first visitors who visited us. And we had a nice chat, and we saw that he was a really nice guy. He had very nice articles on his website, so we decided to make him our advisor.
Right. Yeah. What's his name? I've forgotten his name.
Oh, that's Junior Dickinson.
Yes. Yeah, he writes a lot on cryptos and stuff. He's a crypto anarchist.
Yeah, he has a lot of crypto. I think he writes wonderful articles.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. Is there anything else you want to let people know? Anything else you want to say that we haven't covered?
Basically, we've covered most of it, I guess.
All right.
Well, I can add that we have a really diligent team, as you can see at the moment. Yeah, we've got nice girls, nice guys. We work basically all day to make our projects successful. Yeah, and we try to grow our social presence on the net. So we try to reach YouTubers, influencers. Yeah, we've managed to reach you. We're really glad about that. Yeah.
Okay, this is good. And are you going to be coming to London?
We've got some conferences. We've had a conference in Moscow. It was a crypto conference. We also plan to go to Berlin around March 21st, 22nd, something like that. I'm not sure if we have any conferences in London, but if we have the budget for that, if we can allocate funds and we can get there, we can drop at your place anytime soon.
Well, let me know, because I will come to. And the one in Berlin, is that going to be in English? Do you know?
Yeah, it's going to be an international Berlin summit. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, Sam, Ildar, thank you both so much for making yourselves available. Right, I really appreciate this. It sounds really great. If you can pull this off, right, I will be using the application. Right, my wife will be using the application at me as well, I imagine.
My wife too.
That's right. And just to let everybody know, if this is something that you at the very least, have a look at it. Do your own due diligence. I'll have the links in the description below. Join the Telegram group. Telegram's a really great way of keeping up to date with any ICO project. It's my preferred way. You may meet me in the Telegram group. Read the white paper. Do your own due diligence. Don't invest any more than you can afford to lose.
Yeah, certainly. You have our contacts. You can basically talk with us. You have our hotline.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can ring them as well.
Ask questions on Bitcoin Talk, ask questions in our Telegram channel, write us letters, visit us, everything. Just invest in us. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And if you found this useful, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, click the dislike button. Subscribe. What I have discovered looking through my own experience of cryptocurrencies and also from watching other YouTubers and learning from other people is where the where I've made the best returns is when I've got in early, usually during the ICO. Imagine if you had bought Ethereum during the ICO. Life would look very, very different. I wish I had bought Ethereum during the ICO instead of waiting many, many months later.
There are a lot of tall tales like about people who like bought pizza for Bitcoin. Yeah, like that's
For several Bitcoin.
That's right. That's right.
Now, thousand Bitcoins. Like,
yes.
We are very sore now.
So I invite you to subscribe because I cover a lot of ICOs and up and coming emerging ICOs. So subscribe so you can find out when, and hit the notification bell so you find out when they're coming. If you have any questions for Sam or Ildar, please put them in the comments below. I will ask them to respond to those questions, and keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Sam and Crypto Ildar signing out. All the best. Bye bye.